Can you tie my thing? Can you tie my... I say tie it a knot.
What do you mean?
I just tie it in a knot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tight. And then come back out. Do it tight. Like tight. Yeah. And you just tighten that one. Okay. Thank you.
What would you do without me? All right.
The following episode is brought to you by the good people at Only Black Kids in the Class. I'm Robert Sawyer.
And I'm Mrs. Sawyer.
And together, we are the only black kids in the class. Today's episode is based on my favorite documentary of all time, Jordan Peele's seminal classic, Get Out. Get Out.
Oh, I remember we saw that movie.
Run, Forrest, Run.
Yes.
I never understood why people call that a fictional film. Get Out is a documentary.
Yeah.
It's the story of what happens. You know what? Get Out should have had an additional chapter, like on a DVD or something, by Dr. Umar.
Oh, no.
This is what happened when you give them snow bunnies.
Oh, no.
Hey, on Only Black Kids in the Class, we say love who you love. But Dr. Umar is hilarious.
Yes.
But yeah, Get Out is definitely a documentary because that shit is facts. No fiction. Do you agree?
Yes.
Before you hit us in the comments, we know it's fictional. But is it?
Yes.
Is it?
I think the message is facts. I mean, it's dramatized. It's a movie, but we all get it, I think.
I'm going to bet you don't remember. Do you remember how the movie ended?
No, something with security guard, right? The security
Whoa,
guard.
whoa. That ain't no security guard. That's TSA.
I loved that. I loved his role.
Rod showed up and saved the day.
I loved his role.
It's TSA. But that was not the original ending.
Oh, what was the original ending?
The original end, well, that's the ending in the film.
Uh-huh.
But they went and reshot that ending.
Okay.
The original ending, he wound up in jail, and Rod went to visit him in jail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went to jail for the murder of all the people.
Oh.
All the whites.
Oh, I'm glad they changed that. I wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah, it was very somber. It was very
yeah.
somber. And he was like, nah, I had I was sad.
Yeah.
That was sad.
No, that was sad. But this one was.
Oh, yeah.
That thing. And TSA, yeah.
And the first thing he said, I mean, I told you so. I watched that on a plane last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you did. Yes,
Yeah,
you
I
did.
did.
You did.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it. I've seen like parts of it, but I haven't seen it in its entirety since the movie theater.
A lot of times in therapy or coaching sessions, when someone's telling me about a situation that I'm just like is terrible, I pull up this image and I just show them. It's the one of the lead actor. He's like, Mr. Kaluuya.
Yeah.
But like he's got the single tear
Yeah. I think they use that frame in a lot of things.
because he should have got out. Probably should have never got in. But I digress. Today's episode, you should run.
Gotcha.
You should run because every single story we're about to read is about people who should run. Either they should have and it's too late,
Oh,
or they still got a glimmer of hope
yeah.
and they need to
Get out.
get out.
Skedaddle.
Damn, maybe we should call the episode Get Out. Nah, we're going to respect the seminal documentary. This episode's titled, You Should Run.
Okay. Got me thinking about movies. I don't really watch movies over again. Unless it's a movie I really want to see over again.
Like Coming to America.
Yeah. Or Love and Basketball. But you know which one's coming on? I saw one's coming on. And I was like, oh, I got to watch that. It's the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You really like that movie.
That movie cracks me up.
My mom took me and my sister to see that movie.
That movie makes me laugh so hard. That is such
I'm
a
not
classic
sure if
film.
it was such a kiddie film, but yeah.
That is hilarious. I've been watching since I was a kid, and I love that movie.
Okay.
I think it's going to be playing in the movie theaters.
Let me know how it goes.
I might go see it on the big screen.
I told you I would take you to see The Wiz, which is going to play in like 2 weeks.
Oh, I've forgotten about that.
I put it in our shared calendar.
Oh, I don't have access to that.
Says a lot about your marriage, doesn't it?
It doesn't say anything about the math.
Oh, you were invited. You just chose not to. You just chose not to join.
It just says a lot about
says
me
a lot about
and my technology.
Okay, says a lot about you and your marriage.
No, you're crazy.
Put it in our shared calendar. I also today have put our new episode in our shared folder of notes.
Shared folder. Of
Yeah.
notes.
See, you don't even. What are we doing?
It's probably on there somewhere. You have to show me these things.
Okay.
You know, technology's not my best friend.
So mark my words, ladies, gents,
You
and
gotta
mandies.
show me these things.
We're gonna get Mrs. Sawyer right on technology.
Thank you.
But before we go any further, we do have Ask the Black Kids. However, we're not gonna read any. We're not gonna read any because we got a whole bunch. Next week's episode is our 1-year anniversary of recording Only Black Kids in the Class, and we're gonna just go through the mailbox and we're reading all Ask the Black Kids. So next week is all listener submitted. If you've been wondering, hey, when they gonna read mine? Next week.
Got it. I like it.
Sometimes I feel really bad because people write in. Sometimes people write in the day we're recording. Hey, you're in that episode. You're like, oh, they're so fast. But sometimes you write in and it's like right after we recorded, which means you probably won't see it for like 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. We're going to figure it out. Guys, I'm still new. This first year was just about getting down systems. I digress. Next week, 1-year celebration, 1-year episode, reading all Ask the Black Kids submissions. If you want us to read yours, please email us at asktheblackkids@gmail.com. That's asktheblackkids@gmail.com. And don't forget, it's not just relationships. We love the microaggressions. We love the pettiest moments. We love.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we just want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Just let us know how you're doing. And you know what? Let me take a moment to give a shout out to my 2 buddies, Bella and Jake from State Farm. So, we're always building over here to Only Black Kids in the Class. And we had not been live on the TikTok in some time. So I got to redo it, which is offensive, but whatever. So I started yesterday. Mrs. Sawyer did not join me. Too much technology. But Bella and Jake from State Farm were hanging out with me. Bella says she listens on her way to work on Spotify.
Awesome.
And Jake tunes in every week on YouTube.
Woohoo.
So shout out to y'all for kicking with me. We're going to be going live a little bit more often.
Yes.
Mrs. Sawyer has set what she finds to be an acceptable live schedule. It's actually more than I would have committed to going live. So
we'll see how this goes.
Things are happening. That's all going to be next year, but keep rocking with us. And if you've been rocking with us, please take a moment on any platform you're on. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Send it to your next 500 friends. If you're on Spotify or Apple, leave us a comment. Hit that rating. Because you know what? We've been doing this, and I love the community we're building. But we really focused on these numbers on socials. We got to get this podcast growing.
Okay.
So more new classmates. So please follow, subscribe, leave the comments, leave the ratings. We greatly appreciate it. You ready to run?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
In our first story, I'm dating a girl with terminal cancer, and I'm not a good guy.
Wow.
It's in the title.
Jeez.
Well, obviously, this is a throwaway account. Me, male 32, and S, 31 female, met at a pub and started chatting and dating, and she eventually told me she was wearing a wig as she had ovarian cancer and was undergoing treatment.
Oh.
Well, the cancer is pretty much spread, and she is pretty much in a palliative care, and we are dating. Now, everyone is always telling me I'm a brave man, a great man, that I was a gentleman for sticking with her without prejudice. And I feel really bad because the truth is, I'm only with her because she's super hot.
Oh.
The bald thing doesn't really matter during sex. And with all the treatments and stuff, all we do is have sex, and then she sleeps while I do other stuff. She says the palliative drugs make her horny.
Oh, wow.
I don't even have feelings for her, but she is eventually going to die, so it's not like I'm going to have to ditch her. And so far, I'm having amazing sex.
Wow.
Please don't judge me because I'm tired of being an asshole and being clamored for it.
That's it?
Edit, to be clear, because I think it's important for context. She is convinced I'm in love with her and we are in a I love you phase.
Oh.
I don't love her. I'm just going along. That's it.
That's terrible. That's a bad human. That's a bad human being.
Tell me why you believe he's a bad human being. I agree, but tell me why you think so.
I just think that's just terrible thing to do.
What?
To be under those pretenses.
What pretenses?
Well, he said that she feels that they're in the I love you phase and he doesn't like her or into her at all. That's terrible. He's just waiting for her to die? That's just terrible.
If she wasn't going to die, he would ghost her.
That's terrible. That's a bad human being.
But he's basically like, she's going to be a ghost, so he doesn't.
Oh, that's terrible. And then what happens? Because like it's terminal, so it's going to get rough. She's gonna deteriorate.
He'll be out for sure.
When she's deteriorating and needs someone the most, he won't be there. That's terrible.
He'll be out.
Oh, that's
for
awful.
Sure.
That's awful. Bad human.
I agree with you.
Oh,
The comments did not disappoint. Weirdly enough, the first few comments started talking about how they've all had boyfriends or girlfriends who died. It was pretty morose. So I'm going to skip all those.
wow.
And just get to this part. Where a comment says, this is a part of your life and the end of hers. Act accordingly. And remember, this end part of her life could go on for potentially years and not be as short as you think. Just because she's dying doesn't mean you can't be open with her.
Correct.
Someone else wrote, on the other hand, you never know. Maybe OP will die before her.
You never know. He can get hit by a bus.
It's funny you said that. I think if he ever says that first edit out loud to her, there's a good chance she kills him. So there's that.
Oh. God damn.
Someone chimed in with, I hope he never tells. I read a Reddit post once where this woman had a husband with congestive heart failure. He was given 1 month to live. She broke down one night and confessed she cheated on him. He cried, they talked, and he hugged her before bed saying something. I can't remember what he said exactly. He died in his sleep that night. She literally broke his heart.
Oh,
And of course someone says, do you have a link?
that's terrible.
And last but not least, OP jumped back in just to say, this isn't the movies. No such thing as happy endings.
Whoa.
Oh, my bad. That wasn't OP. That was just some random person.
Oh. That's terrible.
He'd be like the worst
Whoa.
human being ever.
I'd kick him off Reddit. That's
Dude would
terrible.
literally be Thanos. Like,
That's bad.
my message to the people: never. You don't have to lie.
No.
You don't have to lie. There's so much strange out here for everybody. Just be honest. Just be like, hey, you're super hot. I don't care about you being bald. I just want to get it in.
Yeah, she might.
It's the lying.
I mean, her knowing that, she might feel the same way. It doesn't mean that she'll stop his privileges. He might be.
What if she was like, you know what? I just didn't want to hurt you.
Exactly.
You're all right. I just do all this I love you
I
stuff.
could tolerate you right now, so
Yeah, I don't have anything else going on, so
why not?
you don't even
And
know.
she's horny because of the medicine.
Hey,
Yeah. So never really know.
she should run.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't know. In our next story, am I the jerk for throwing my boyfriend's performance report of our relationship out?
A performance report. Wait a minute. I'm not cool enough for this. A performance report?
You know how like once a
There's
year
a performance report?
your job comes and they say, hey, you're doing great. Then they give you like an average score.
Yeah.
They tell you all the stuff you need to fix.
Uh-huh.
They usually do the sandwich. You're doing this wonderful. All this is shitty. We should really fire you. But don't worry, you're doing great. Keep going, Tiger. You never had that report?
I don't really get those reports because I'm normally doing a lot great, but yeah.
She says she don't get those reports. She gives the reports.
I
She's a
get what-
motherfucking boss.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Apparently the boyfriend had a performance report.
There's a performance report on the relationship. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Hey. Am I the jerk for throwing my boyfriend's performance report of our relationship out? So I, 27-year-old female, have been with my boyfriend Mark, 29-year-old male, for 3 years. We live together in a small apartment. Nothing fancy, but it works. Anyway, Mark's always been a bit of particular about stuff. Like, he folds his socks into these little balls and gets all weird if I don't. Whatever. I deal with it because I love him, you know? But recently, he's been on this kick about optimizing our life or whatever. He watches these YouTube dudes who say dumb stuff like, your partner should add value to your existence.
It's very single ass people.
Relationships are about ROI. And now he thinks he's a genius. ROI is return on investment, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
So last week, we're eating dinner, and out of nowhere, he goes, I think we need to have a performance review of our relationship. I'm like, oh, what now? He says, it's like at a job where you check in and see if things are going well or need improvement. I honestly thought he was joking, so I laughed. Big mistake. He pulls out a folder, a legit actual folder with papers in it. This man wrote up a whole list of stuff I need to improve on, like I'm a bad employee or something.
Nope.
He's like, you've been slacking on cooking meals, and I feel like your gym attendance is inconsistent. Also, you don't fold my socks the right way, which shows a lack of attention to detail.
Nope.
Y'all.
Nope. Has to go.
I stared at him like he grew a second head. I said, are you doing a performance review on me? And he's like, yes, but don't take it personally. It's just about making sure we're both putting in 100%.
Okay.
So I ask, where's your performance review? And he blinks at me and says, well, I don't think that's necessary because I'm already doing a lot.
Hell no.
So I snapped. I said, Mark, I'm your girlfriend, not your employee. And if you want 100%, maybe try being a 100% boyfriend first.
That's right.
I grabbed the folder and threw it in the trash. He got mad and said I was being emotional and not open to constructive criticism. Now he's barely speaking to me and says I embarrassed him by overreacting.
Embarrassed?
His best friend said I should have heard him out because it's a unique approach to a relationship. But like, am I crazy here?
Nope, you're not. That's the end of that?
There's an edit, but I'm going to read some comments and then come back to the edit.
Okay, well, that's the most ludicrous thing I ever heard. That's just ridiculous. That's like some single people shit.
Top comment says, you're not the jerk, but your boyfriend is.
Yes.
Maybe should have thrown him out with the report.
That's it.
Someone else said, I'd have given him a report first, then thrown him out. Next comment, put him on a PIP. That's a performance improvement plan. And then the next person said, but call it a penis improvement plan.
Ooh.
And make it all about his bedroom performance, just so he can start to feel a shred of the inadequacy vibes he tried to put on you.
Wow.
Someone else said, go even one step further. Tell him he could use a bit of training, so you're going to bring in a consultant. He can take notes while he watches the demo.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a training and change management needed there.
Most of these are recommendations from guys. I just want to add that in. As the next comment says, guy weighing in here, there's nothing more immediately and substantially guaranteed to generate feelings of inadequacy than to hit us in the bedroom. I advocate one talk and that it fails to produce results, such as snap this idiot out of his delusion, just end things. But absolutely, a little taste of his own medicine might be required to jumpstart that empathetic response.
Yeah. These people got to get out of this fairy tale land, all this YouTube and listen to other people stuff and get real reality. Better come up with no damn relationship performance report card.
Well, it's funny because I actually...
Yeah, okay. Okay. And people
now, what if I just came out with 50 trillion gold stars?
Ah.
It wouldn't even be enough, baby, because you're top notch. 2 edits. Edit, wow, this post blew up. I am planning on leaving him soon. We'll update when I do. Tomorrow, probably. And edit number 2, I broke up with him.
Good thing. There's nothing to come back from that. That's an idiot.
Because she saw that performance review, and you know what she said? I should run.
Yeah.
I should run.
Clear indication.
She said, I'm out.
If you got time to talk about some bullshit stuff about some folding the socks, that's crazy.
I don't think it's bullshit.
Lack of detail. That's what he gave he didn't just say
he's bullshit. I don't think it's bullshit to have a status update in your relationship. You and I have a State of the Union at least once a year, sometimes twice a year. Mm-hmm. Some people have a State of the Union every week. That's a lot. Some people have one once a quarter. There's nothing wrong with making sure we're on the same page, realigning,
Yeah,
calibrating.
goals, all
Nothing
that
wrong
stuff.
with that. But
I
he
get
wasn't
that.
doing that. He was trying to be
not.
punitive
Correct.
to her.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
need to do this, this, and this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
But
I'm excellent.
No. The part that was the part that I like. If that's really how a couple chooses to operate, by all means, that works for them. Love it. But it wasn't reciprocal. That's the part I have a real strong thing with. One, he took the relationship and tried to put it into like efficiency, like a process improvement of like the relationship is so formulaic that you have to have certain processes in place and systems, which I believe there's a part of that world. I mean, you get into a routine, we just don't call it a process. I think there's routine that you do have that, but like he took out the whole P of the whole relationship, which is the people, the emotion, the everything else, but performance. And then like, I don't know if she just read what those things, the negative stuff, but I didn't see anything of what he said she was doing.
Does he sound like he had the positive stuff?
So then to me, it was like, that does not work because of that.
He's with the malarkey.
Yeah. If people want to do a performance thing in their relationship and they both speak that language and that works for them, I don't see anything. I personally couldn't do that, but.
So you're saying Mark's a dick.
Yes. Hardcore.
How then could you approach in your relationship, hey, these are some things I think we need to improve?
Okay.
How would you bring that up?
I mean, hopefully there's communication in the relationship that you can just talk freely about that.
Hopefully.
But then also offer, like, even if, like, let's say it's a week and you have a whole bunch of things that you want to just say, oh my gosh, I need you to get these things together because it's driving me nuts, right? But at the same time, you need to be open to get it back. Yeah.
If you can dish it,
that's right. You gotta take it back. You gotta be able to say, okay, and how can I improve? I find that happens in, I would say that's like employee relationships, friend relationships. You should always have that open dialogue, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone should always be looking to improve and grow. So if there are things that you can be done better, because what happened, you know what really happens, right? I think we're all guilty of it. We wait until you can't take it anymore.
Not me.
And then you bring it up when you're in the heat of like being mad or frustrated to then want to give the feedback.
Nope, not
and
me.
At that point, it's not going to be well received.
Not me.
Because you're now putting in the emotion and you're blinded. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of do it as you see.
You know, it's funny you say that. I once married this girl.
Oh, Lord. Here it goes.
And I'm always open.
Listen, you're always open.
Sorry. You said it like maybe perhaps. Maybe.
I'm waiting for the rest.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of.
I'm waiting for the rest.
I was giving my perspective. There's a lot of.
I'm waiting for the rest.
Like a 2-person story here.
I'm waiting for the rest.
So I'm always open.
Ah.
I apologize. I show areas where I need to improve.
Okay.
I acknowledge things I'm grateful for in my partner.
Mm-hmm.
And my partner does that as well. My partner acknowledges what she's grateful for in me. But with my partner, I don't wait till things bother me. I say things as they happen. What my partner does is, and then blows up and says, and then you always, all this always language. And it's like, whoa, do I always do that? And yeah, any advice for me on how I can deal with my partner?
So I mean, I started that by saying that I was guilty of doing that. And the thing is because I have what you call a lot of rules. And so I know it's not always so easy for others to follow the rules that I have.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules that I have.
Oh, you didn't hear that last story.
Yes.
Yeah. Me and the poster, we're not employees.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of rules. There's a lot of things. You call them rules. I call them that's just the way things are.
No, it's the way you want things to be.
Right.
That's not the way things are.
That's just the way things are. So in my, attempt to try to not be overly
jerky,
full of rules.
rigid.
I kind of like, let it go. But then sometimes it's just like these things, like, I just can't take that. I really like that rule is like, I need that rule to be enforced.
I just can't take that. I need that rule to be enforced.
Yeah. And that's just like, every day.
No, it's not every day.
No, it's not every day. It's like 6 days a week. Yeah, I get you. You're doing your best.
I'm a work in progress.
You gonna leave me hanging? Anything you'd like me to work on?
I tell you.
Go on and let me know something right now.
No, I can't let you know it right now. I don't have anything to think of right.
That's a damn lie. In our next story, this one was a dirty game. And this one was recently posted. I am struggling with partner's inheritance. Can you please help me get over my sense of entitlement?
Oh, okay.
So in the title, he says, I, male 26, and the partner is female 34.
Oh, okay.
So she's 34, he's 26. Hi, all. My head is kind of spinning, and I was hoping to get an outside perspective on financial situations within my relationship. My partner and I have been together 5 years and make roughly the same amount of money a year. She purchased a home in February of 2022 after being gifted $100K from her father as the down payment. The home was a bit more pricey than was realistic for our finances, but as she was the one making the purchase, I didn't have that much input on final say. That said, we split monthly payment for mortgage, bills, which is honestly more than I'd want to spend each month. Since we have moved in, I've invested over $7K of my own money, new washer and dryer, a new fridge, and half the cost of the AC installation.
Whoa.
She recently agreed to deduct $100 off of my rent for 2 years to equal the cost of the fridge. The agreement came after she dumped me for a week before we eventually got back together after seeing a couples therapist, which is another long story. We recently both accumulated quite a bit of credit card debt.
Yeah.
Mine mostly due to the aforementioned appliances, and hers due to cancer treatment for her cat. We frequently would discuss our stresses over finances and our plans to get back on track. 3 days ago, she found out she is inheriting close to $200K from the passing of a relative. While at the funeral for said relative, her father assured her of her inheritance of him, which will be a few million. I feel so guilty to admit that the moment she shared this, I kind of felt defeated. She shared of excitement to be debt-free and the investments she wants to make and the trips she wants to go on.
Oh.
She is now on this environmental kick where she only wants to purchase sustainable and thus more expensive items, with the implication being I pay for half. Today, as I was discussing finance stressors, as I talked about our plans for family gifts, she looked at me and said, "It's okay, I have debt too." Then backtracked after realizing what she said. We have always had a challenging time with finances. Last Christmas, I spent a stupid amount to get her a dream gift, and she didn't get me anything until nearly 2 months later.
No.
She eventually got me a nice jacket, which I love to this day. I think what hurt was just her total lack of effort. Had she made me a card or painted me a picture or anything, it would have been different, but she just didn't. I feel a lot of hurt of the routine in our relationship, both financially and otherwise. I have only focused on the negative aspects, but I do love her, and we do have a lot of fun together when we are in a good groove. I'm just really struggling with her new inheritance. I come from poor parents, but my mother always goes above and beyond for her on holidays, while her father barely acknowledges me and instead gives her a lump sum that she never shares. I feel angry with myself and my sense of entitlement. I just want you Reddit folks to help humble me with outside perspective and to help me get my head out of my own butt over this inheritance. Thanks for listening to my rambles.
Wow.
Mrs. Sawyer.
Wow. Well, one, it sounds like they don't align financially, and that's going to be a problem. So I think that's the bigger issue. The inheritance part, you kind of have to like not think about that, let that go. Like that's just he can't change that. She can't change that. That's like, bigger than them.
She can't change what?
It's her inheritance. Like
No.
You mean her family?
No.
What do you mean?
He doesn't have a problem with her inheritance.
Oh no,
He
she
framed it that way because he's thinking, what am I doing wrong?
No, he has a problem with her imposing on how much he has to pay half of.
No. He has a problem with boundaries.
Oh,
He has a problem with the fuckery that she says, and he just goes along.
That's true. But I think they don't see eye to eye financially, because it seems like she's like, oh, when that happens, she's going to have to pay off this debt and do all these things. She said it was only $200K that I think there's someone that passed away now. Mm-hmm. But her father, millions. She don't know how long her daddy going to be alive before she gets that inheritance. But she wants to live that lifestyle of that already. Like I said, they're just not financially on the same page. They're going to always have problems. The boundary thing you bring up is, I think that's just like a fundamental within the whole relationship.
Let me show you where he had done fucked up at. So, I don't talk about a lot on the show, but guys, I like helping people with their finances. It's something that I am particularly good at. I know I've mentioned it maybe once before, maybe twice, who knows. But guys, I know how to show people how to get to a bag. I'm good at it. I'm really good at it. But I'm mostly good at it because I understand behavior, not because I'm Warren Buffett of money or some shit. I understand behavior. Let's look at his behaviors here. Let's go back and read some quotes. In February 2022, they've been together 5 years.
Okay.
Right? So when he's like 24 and she's 32, her dad gives her $100,000 to buy a house, to put a down payment on a house. She cannot afford the house. He cannot afford the house. But with $100K from Pops, hey, let's live it up. Mm-hmm. They cannot afford the house, meaning that monthly payment, unless Pops is going to keep putting in, they can't really afford it.
Yeah.
But that's okay because she can afford it because she's got him. So here's where we go. Now, some people are going to say, well, why is he paying any rent? You know, I disagree. He lives there. He should pay rent. He should pay bills.
Yeah.
Here's where he should not be doing. He said, we split monthly payment for mortgage and bills. He should. But he said it's more than he wants to spend. That means he's either spending more than he can or he's pushed. He can't really save or invest like he wants to.
Right.
He said, since we have moved in, I've invested over $7K of my own money on a new washer and dryer, a new fridge, and half the cost of the AC installation. Sir, when you inevitably break up,
AC,
you are not taking that AC with you.
Can't take half the AC.
And I'm a bet, because you kind of soft with it, I'm a bet you're not going to take that fridge or that washer and dryer.
Nope.
You need your $7K back, sir. Because you are making capital expenditure investments into someone that is, quite frankly, not your wife.
Well, that's what I'm saying. To me, they're also playing wife.
This is the definition of playing house.
And he didn't say his name was anywhere on the house.
Oh, you know his name's not on the house.
So
think about it. Would Pops give $100K for this rando's name to be on the house?
That's what I'm saying.
Pops not stupid.
So if you just there until y'all make it official, then I agree you should pay rent and pay bills. That's stuff that you're doing. You're there in the dwelling. But all that renovation or whatever.
Someone will inevitably say, "Oh, but when they break up, he won't get that money that he paid for rent back." Well, if they were in an apartment,
he still would have had to pay rent.
I hate the argument that rent is a waste of money. You needed a place to live. You needed a place to live. So
I mean, everybody pays rent. Even if you own a house, you got to pay taxes. You got to pay insurance. You pay rent. It's all everybody.
You pay insurance in Texas?
Huh?
You pay insurance in Texas?
What? What did it say?
You pay insurance in Texas?
Yeah, you pay it. So you pay it, that's us paying. That's how that works.
We recently both accumulated quite a bit of credit card debt. Mine mostly due to the appliances, and hers due to cancer treatment for her cat. I bet you that cat pisses on your shoes, sir.
Ooh.
That cat don't even like you. Now, I'm not saying she shouldn't pay for the cancer treatments for her cat.
Right.
I know cats are part of the family. You know, our pets are our family. I'm not even going to judge her on that. I probably couldn't do it, but I'm not going to judge her on that.
Right.
Where I'm going to judge her is you're in debt to make sure she has. She's in debt to make sure she has.
Yeah.
You see how it's not really aligning?
It's not really.
One more thing I just want to point out. You got her a dream gift. I spent a stupid amount to get her a dream gift. And she got you, drum roll, nothing.
How do you do nothing?
Nothing.
How do you do that? Like, I don't even
Nothing.
understand how that's acceptable.
I bet you she hit you with that same old tired gift that many a lady do. Oh, you can have me as the present. No. You had that pussy 2 days before Christmas.
Oh,
That's not a
Lord.
gift. That's not a gift. So you don't do that. I'm not talking about you.
I know you're not talking about me.
You don't do that.
I know you're not talking about me.
But I get it. I get it too. Don't think I don't. But that's not all I get.
No, I know that.
Sir, she's selfish and she does not like you. She appreciates the role you can play by letting her afford her life. But who gets nothing?
Well, I won't say he's getting nothing.
No. That's not what that's not what I mean. I didn't say he's getting nothing. He said he loves her.
Yeah.
I mean, who gets nothing for Christmas?
Yeah, that's
Obviously, you two have had Christmas before.
Unless you have that conversation, right?
They have not.
We don't.
Because
we don't
he
often
spent
get
a
gifts for Christmas.
You and this bullshit.
We don't.
It's not the first time you done said this shit on
Because
camera.
I don't. Did we
Tell
exchange
these
gifts
people
last
the
year?
truth.
We didn't
Tell
exchange
these
gifts
people
last
the
year.
truth. You
It's
tell
true.
half the damn story. Tell
What's
the
half
truth.
the story?
Tell the truth.
I don't get it.
Because we don't get gifts. You didn't give me anything for Christmas. Tell the truth.
That's not the truth.
All right. If you're a classmate and you've been around for a little bit, or even if you're a newer classmate and you've been binge watching, because people do tell me that they go and watch it from the beginning, which at this point is a year's worth of episodes. Hit me. Find the episode. I have no idea where it is. I'm going to guess it's earlier. There's an episode where Mrs. Sawyer said, because you don't get me Christmas gifts. And I'm like, what are you talking? You can't just say that. Say the whole thing. And if you can put, I don't know, what am I going to give you guys?
I don't know.
If you can put the answer as to what when she doesn't get a Christmas gift, what she gets, if you can put the answer in the comments, I'm going to give you a shout out in the next show. That's all I got to offer.
Yeah. Well,
You don't get me Christmas gifts? Man, if you don't stop with this
I
bullshit.
said we don't get each other Christmas gifts.
You know what?
That's what I said.
You know what? If I was a petty person, I would pull up the research I've been doing this year, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
See, I'm very consistent. Remember an episode before I said it's okay to smack someone with money. Remember when I said that?
Okay.
I'm going to take your Christmas gift and I'm going to bounce it off your head and break it.
So I have to get a Christmas gift this year?
You're a terrible person.
I'm not a terrible person.
You're a terrible person. I love you.
I just need to know what the rules are.
You're talking like a bad human.
I'm not a bad human.
I'm
I
gonna
just
clip
want to know
that up.
the rules.
I'm gonna clip that up. So I gotta get you a Christmas present. That's here. Wow.
I mean,
Oh.
I
No,
just,
you don't gotta give me nothing. You don't gotta give me nothing.
I get you gifts all the time.
You don't gotta give me nothing. Don't worry about
If
it.
I see something that I like, I just get it for
Yeah,
you.
you're right. You don't gotta
I
give me
don't
nothing.
wait for no.
you good.
I don't
You're
have
good.
to wait for a
Get me nothing.
Christmas.
Get me nothing. So I'm gonna be on Reddit right with this dude.
Oh boy.
I spent a stupid amount getting her a gift and she got me nothing. Some comments. Why are you constantly living outside your means?
Correct.
You are really letting her dictate your life. It's not leading anywhere positive. Time to rethink your entire finances. Live by your requirements.
I'm telling you. The whole thing is a trap.
Someone else said, he pays 50% until the money train pulls into town, and then OP is fucked as a duck.
Yeah.
What he really needs is a backbone and to discipline himself. Why are you buying appliances for a home that you have no equity in? Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh, big facts. This lovely lady said, you need to learn how to say no. I can't afford this.
A little louder.
No, I can't afford this. Someone else said, you need to get that $7,000 back because appliances and AC stay in the house because you're not going to want to haul a washer and dryer and refrigerator and the AC unit can't be moved. Not to mention, she's dumped you once already. Putting yourself
That's
in a
it.
financial bind for someone who has more financial freedom is beyond stupid.
That's the part. I also I forgot to mention that part, but that part still got to me. You already know what she's capable of. She'll put your ass out on the street. You got nowhere to go. And you probably don't have no savings because you're trying to keep up with all the crap that she want. You got debt. Where you gonna go? Play around the house and find out.
OP chimed into that comment and said, I know this sounds silly, but I suppose it felt easier to offer the assistance at the time because it just never crossed our minds of future windfalls. She was in a hard spot at that point in time. I do recognize that should she sell the house, it'll go for more than it costs to put AC in. I guess I'm grappling with that with the news of her inheritance. Again, I know it sounds stupid, but I do love and care about her and want to take care of her. Just need to be more realistic about finances. Arg, thank you for the feedback.
And there is an age difference too.
There's a huge age difference.
So,
but it's also that he's a people pleaser.
Yeah.
That's not a diagnosis. It's just a lot of the things he's describing. I want to take care of her. She doesn't give a shit about me. And she might be a lovely lady in certain aspects. He's
feeling like he's trying to do the right thing for the person he cares about.
But it's not the right thing for her.
It's not right.
It's not the right thing for him.
Right.
It's doing whatever she wants to resent her.
They're 24?
No, he's 26. She's 34.
Oh, I thought he was 24. 26 is still, he may not know a lot of things.
Yeah, at 36, you might not know a lot of things.
Yeah, I think she knows.
I don't know if she knows. I know she doesn't care.
That's a fair step.
And the reason why I know she doesn't care, Christmas, I am betting they have exchanged gifts before.
Yep.
And she just said,
And it took her 2 months to get something.
2 months. But then he has to make sure, no, she's good because I love the jacket. Yeah, but you could have had that jacket on Christmas Day.
No, she probably didn't have the money.
Oh, the cat.
She probably didn't
He
have
says
the money.
she was in a tough spot, right? And that's why he helped out with the appliances.
Yeah.
She was in a tough spot because they moved into a house they can't afford.
Correct.
Her daddy could afford the house.
Yeah.
Her daddy name might be on that house. His name ain't on that house.
Correct. She probably had the money, but she could have cooked him up like a special Christmas dinner or took him somewhere, dinner or something. She did nothing.
She doesn't care.
She did nothing.
I bet you she got her cat a present.
Oh, Lord.
She did. She got a cat a present.
She did.
And then the cat went and peed in his shoes again. Cats are vindictive creatures. So my overall advice to this young gentleman is you should run.
Haul ass. You need to haul ass. He ain't gonna get that $7,000 back though.
Shit, he probably done spent more than that by now.
That's what I'm saying. He said that on the low. It takes a lot of things. He moved in, they had to do stuff. Yeah.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving.
My sister's husband basically stole a TV during Black Friday and everyone's acting like it's fine.
Oh no.
This just happened during Black Friday, and I'm still processing it. My sister and her husband Mike went to Walmart for their Black Friday sale. According to them, it was absolute chaos. Hundreds of people everywhere, barely any workers. Total mess. Mike managed to grab one of the doorbuster deals, a huge 65-inch TV that was marked down from $8.99 to $3.99. Apparently, the checkout lines were so insane that people just started walking out. Like literally just pushing their carts through without paying because there weren't enough workers at registers and security couldn't handle it. And my sister and Mike joined them.
Damn.
They walked out with a $400 TV because everyone else was doing it. And the store should have been better prepared. The part that really bothers me is they were bragging about it at family dinner yesterday. Damn. Right in front of their kids, 8 and 10. And my kids, 7 and 12.
Nah.
They were laughing about their amazing deal like it was some funny story about outsmarting the system. I pulled my sister aside and told her this was basically stealing and sets a terrible example for the kids. She got defensive saying I'm being dramatic and that big stores expect this kind of loss during sales.
No, no.
And that it's not really stealing because the store couldn't handle their own sale properly. Mike jumped in saying, I need to chill. And I'm probably just jealous I didn't get any deals. I'm honestly disgusted by the whole thing.
That's a criminal family.
Later, my kids were asking me if it's okay to not pay for stuff when stores are really busy, which just proves my point about what message this sends. My sister hasn't talked to me since I called her out, and my parents are saying I should apologize for making drama and that it's none of my business. But someone needs to say something, right? Am I seriously overreacting here? Everyone's acting like this is just normal Black Friday behavior, and I feel like I'm going crazy. I just need to point out a few things.
Is that done?
That's it. I just want to point out.
That's from last year?
No, this is from 2 days ago. This is from this year.
Everything I saw, Walmart was not busy at all.
Yeah. So this was posted just.
Oh, okay. No,
But when I read this, the thing I want to point out to you, when I read this, it was 14 hours old. Right? I read this on Saturday morning.
Okay.
So when he says she hasn't talked to me since, bro, like what, like 3 hours ago? Like what are you talking about? Like what are you talking about? And the other thing I want to call out that's cap is immediately the kids are like, is it okay to steal from stores if they're bit? Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's just sound like that's a criminal family.
I just want to know, when he says that they were basically stealing, it sounds to me like they
They was just stealing.
stole.
It's no basic.
No, yeah.
They walked out the door and didn't pay for it. That's called they were stealing. And the mom and dad talking about, you can apologize. It's like, okay, mom and dad are criminals too. Like, see, I could never do that. In my head, one, it's just a moral thing. I'm not going to, a 65-inch TV, you're just going to walk out the door?
For $400.
It was already a cheap. What do you mean? Now you just didn't pay? You just put it in the car and didn't pay? That wouldn't sit right with me. My moral compass is too, I can done that. And then two, even like, you know, you just start thinking about, you know how you see all those crazy like documentaries or things or how people got caught? Like, then later on, they'll be crying.
Keep going.
They'll be crying later on when the damn camera got all their license plates
you
of
cooking?
those people who
You
just walked
cooking?
out the store with the damn TV.
You're cooking.
And they done gone in, oh, we can't bail them out. We can't do this. Oh, poor thing. Everybody
And they're going to go to OP
it.
talking about, can you help us out?
Yeah. What kind of bullshit is that?
That's a lot of bullshit, honey. A lot of bullshit.
All that is, and when I see that, I'm like, oh, but you were good when you were in there talking about it.
It was all good just a week ago.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh,
So,
no.
I'm going to skip all the first half of comments. First half of comments is on some stupid shit. Here's where the comments start getting interesting. As OP said, lots of people were walking out without paying. I actually think the store might watch the CCTV back and actually track down people, because that one TV being taken by, say, 30 people would be $12,000 and worth investigating.
Yep.
And here's where it starts to get good. Someone else says, our local police department regularly posts stills of people caught on video walking out of stores with shopping carts full of merchandise they were stealing, asking the community to let them know who they were. All year round, this has been very effective in catching shoplifters. People don't hesitate to call in on them. Today's cameras give very clear images.
Yep.
I feel confident that this couple will be caught. Someone else says, they sometimes do stuff like this, and the people involved can be charged if they stole over a certain dollar amount.
That's right.
And are identifiable somehow, like if they can track back to their car and capture the license plate number.
See?
Another person says, sometimes. What? Shields in particular never stops anyone for theft. They just have incredible surveillance. People will get bold and steal a lot, then get their summons to court for felony theft. Walmart has the money. I'm sure they've got their eyes to gather evidence. Target does that too. There was someone who was nailed about 6 months ago in the news. And the final comment I'll read. I'm in the surveillance field. Target is so good at their surveillance that they train agents for other corporations. They don't forget. They have facial recognition and have nefarious ways of tracking thieves. You don't fuck with Target. They are super vigilant.
I love it. That's just criminal. That's just criminal. I don't know why you want to do that. Especially, like, I don't think you should do that regardless. Like, you know, whatever. But it was already on sale.
I got one more comment. I'm sorry.
My gosh.
Someone said, I think OP should walk into the sister's house and take the TV. It's not stealing if they can't manage their own security. Last comment.
That's funny.
There are stores that will just watch you and let you steal until you get to the amount that makes it a felony.
Yes.
And then they swoop in.
Correct.
They're not gonna stop you at that misdemeanor shit.
Yeah.
Once you hit that felony, whoop, whoop.
And they gotta wait for you to walk out the door.
There are stores that let you steal on multiple occasions.
Yes.
This is not 1981.
Yes.
No. We know who you are.
Yeah.
You used your credit card last week, Jill.
Dummy.
We know who you are.
Yes. I'm telling you that. You see this stuff when people get caught. And it's like, oh, they never thought it would happen. Or how the one time. No, it's not the one time. That's just bad behavior. I wouldn't, my kids wouldn't be hanging around them kids. Those kids are going to get in some shit.
The reason why this one is in the You Should Run episode is because I think OP needs to hightail it out of this family.
Yeah.
Because
fine, don't talk to me.
Your parents are okay with criminal shit.
Yep.
You need to apologize for your reaction to them being criminals.
Yep.
Say what now?
I'll tell you, there's a whole criminal family. If you want to sleep at night, don't be a part of that. Don't talk to me. It's okay.
Oh man, I got some stories.
Okay. Let's go.
To go. Here's a stupid one. Am I the asshole for not letting my partner fake propose to me while on vacation? My female 28 partner, male 30, and I went on vacation last week for our 2-year anniversary and just got back 2 days ago. It was a fantastic, amazing, and romantic vacation. All up to the point when my partner suggested we ask a stranger to take a picture of us in a fake proposal in front of the Eiffel Tower. When he asked this, my heart started beating so fast, I immediately assumed he was saying fake proposal as a ruse for a real proposal, which is not something we have talked about yet. I think I just said, wait, what do you mean? And he said that proposal pictures in this spot were really popular and that we should take the opportunity while we can. I said that I wasn't really interested in a fake proposal picture and that I thought it was weird that he would suggest that. We moved on pretty quickly and went to dinner. When we got back to our hotel that evening, I asked him about it since it had been on my mind and I could tell that I had actually really upset him. I asked him explicitly, were you planning on actually proposing to me and I ruined it? And he said no, that he doesn't think we are ready for that step. And for the record, I agree. Our relationship was long distance for the first 8 months and I'm planning on moving in with him when my lease is up in January. He said that he always thought the proposal picture in front of the Eiffel Tower was really romantic and that he's worried whenever he actually does propose, it won't be as romantic as Paris. So he wanted to get the picture while we could. I apologized, but told him that I was only interested in actual proposal pictures and that I would love them whenever, wherever it happened. He has been pretty crestfallen since this conversation, and I really feel like I genuinely ruined something for him. I called some friends when we got home and got mixed advice, some agreeing that it was a really odd request, and some saying I should have just taken the fake proposal photo, which would have been no harm done. Am I the asshole for not taking the photo with him?
No.
No. That's weirdo behavior. That's
weird.
weirdo behavior.
That's weird. And it's not like something else in there. There's something else.
Hey, I don't actually want to get proposed, but let's take this picture so it makes it look like we proposed.
Yeah, there's something else going on in there because he stayed in the funk after that. Even as she said, wherever it is, when and whenever, it's fine. No, there's something else going on there. That sounds suspicious.
I wish I had photos from my proposal to my now wife.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Because it would be me with a big smile on my face and hope, so much hope, and my now wife just like.
That wasn't, you didn't have a big old smile on the face. And there was no real like proposal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Give me the ring back. Give me the ring. Give me the ring.
Don't be lying to these people in there. There's no proposal. You just said, I'm your wife. You want me to be your wife and that's it. That's kind of
yeah. I like that. I like that. You gonna leave me hanging?
You didn't ask. You didn't ask.
I like you right.
And then you just said okay. I said okay.
Tell the truth.
I guess the okay was kind of.
Tell the truth.
I guess the okay was kind of the question. Okay.
Tell the truth. That's exactly what happened.
That was exactly what happened.
I just said, oh yeah.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, handle it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I wish there were pictures.
Well, there would be pictures.
I wish there were pictures.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah. Wow.
It was like, here, let's go get on the plane.
You know what? I love you, but the way you retell so unreliably, you are an unreliable historian. We didn't do anything. You realize that's like these people, they watch us, they like us, we love y'all too. And they listen to you and they believe you, probably because you have glasses.
Oh,
they don't know that 50% of what you say is cap.
That's not cap though.
We didn't do anything.
We went on vacation, but you gave it like no. We didn't do anything because we were going on vacation, and you just said, "I don't want to take my girlfriend." You said, "I don't want to take my girlfriend on vacation. I want to take my fiance."
Defame me,
and that was what it was. And I said, "Okay."
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. And
you put the ring on, and that was the end of it.
Drake is suing people. I'm about to start suing you.
You're not gonna sue me.
You are gonna stop defaming my character.
He gave me the ring.
That's what
and we
happened.
didn't do anything. Where were you 17 hours later?
We were in Italy.
Where in Italy?
In Florence.
Having the goddamn time of your life.
We did.
Talking about we didn't do anything.
We did, but that we were
talking about we didn't do anything. Nasty work.
Before you gave me the ring.
Obviously, if I had the ring, I had planned the ring before the vacation. But we didn't do anything. Nasty work. Nasty work. So again, if you can find the episode where she says, he doesn't give me Christmas presents, and then I say what she actually gets, you get a shout out, and you get a shout out, and you get a shout out.
There wasn't a proposal. That's just it.
You see how you got to go back to some other shit?
There wasn't a proposal.
You see how you got to
It
make. You
was.
see how you got to
He
make
gave
one
me a
shit.
ring.
You see how you got to make one shit another shit. You see how? See?
No.
He just gave me a ring and we didn't do anything. You went to fucking Italy.
We were going on vacation.
Bro,
Like, we were already going on vacation.
You went to Italy for 2 weeks, fam.
Yes, but it was vacation.
Stop making it seem like we didn't do anything. That's nasty. You owe me an apology. You owe me an apology.
I'm sorry if you think that
that's not an apology. I'm sorry if you think
I belittled
that's the person
our
I married.
vacation.
That's the person I married.
We had a
I'm sorry
wonderful
you
vacation.
think
A wonderful vacation.
God damn, you are so full of shit.
But that was
Every episode, you're so full
But
of
that
shit.
wasn't the proposal. We had planned the vacation before you proposed. Because you didn't propose. There was no proposal. That's uniquely us. There was no proposal.
Did you do anything upon being engaged?
We went on vacation. That was already planned.
Who said, "Oh, we should go to Italy"? Oh, would you like to go to Italy? Who put that whole shit into motion? You really don't get it.
We went through a whole thing of like picking and what part we're gonna go and all this stuff. Like how we do.
That's right. I did let you feel like you picked a lot of things. I remember that.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Did you get a travel person for that?
Yes, I had a travel agent and paid for the travel
but
agent.
we didn't do that.
Because of you. Because you
Correct.
have so many rules.
Correct.
Because you're rigid.
So
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
We
We got more stories to read. We got more stories to read.
We planned the vacation.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I exaggerate. It happened 1 or 2 times. I say it happened about 50, 11 times. That's me. I do that. I'll tell you a joke, but I ain't gonna tell you no lie. She be lying on this
didn't
show.
lie. Where did I lie?
We didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything for the
vacation.
It was a vacation.
How in your mind do you think, he just coincidentally proposed to me moments before we left to the airport?
Oh my gosh. But you didn't propose.
You see how you got to go back to some other shit?
You didn't propose.
Did you get married or not?
We did.
You got a ring or not?
It wasn't a proposal though.
You know what?
You put this ring
There
on
are
me.
people out there.
You said.
There are people.
I don't want to take my girlfriend. You didn't even hold my hand. You gave me the box. You said, I don't want to take my girlfriend to Italy. I want to take my fiance. That's what you did. And I said, okay. And you put the ring on. I put the ring on. I don't even think you put the ring on. You gave me the box.
Who you marry is the most important investment you will ever make in your life.
Most important.
I love my wife, and my wife is a good woman. She is a jerk, but she is a good woman.
And I have the best husband. And I love being married to him.
And I love my wife.
I loved being married to him.
Not I think I love my wife. I very much am in love with my wife.
I am not just married. I am happily married.
Even though you ain't never had no proposal and you ain't do shit.
That's okay.
You ain't do shit for your proposal.
That's uniquely us.
And
We don't do proposals.
And you don't get Christmas presents.
I don't feel
This
some kind of way. That's us.
This motherfucker.
That's fine. Oh, and we don't do Valentine's Day. It's okay. You're a great guy. You get me. You do.
I don't do it for the performance. I don't do it for the
me.
accolades.
You get me.
But the way you state things is so far from the truth. I'm going to get back to these stories.
Okay.
Okay? You trying to take me off my purpose. Kings, this is a happy marriage. All right?
Happy.
But don't let them take you off your purpose. See her? Ready to argue for the next 5 hours?
I'm not arguing.
About facts.
I'm just saying the facts.
Never got proposed to. What's that?
That's not
What's that?
proposed to.
Never got proposed to, right? Just
not
somehow wound up at a wedding. Don't know how that. Let me read my story. Trying to take me all this. I didn't read the comments on that one. I don't even care no more. Here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my fiance my stepdaughter isn't mine? Sort it yourself.
What?
He said, it's not my kid.
Oh, wow.
That's not my kid.
Wow. Okay. I don't sound like you'll be a fiance either.
I'm a 27-year-old man and my fiance is 30. We've been together for nearly 4 years. I have a 6-year-old son and she has an 11-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. Up until now, we've never had any issues regarding the children. Yesterday, her daughter was set to go on a camping trip for a friend's birthday where they'd be doing activities like kayaking. My fiance dressed her in a dress, and I mentioned to her that it didn't seem like the right choice for the occasion. She seemed offended and said her daughter could wear whatever she liked and that it wasn't a man's place to judge.
Okay.
I tried to clarify what I meant, but she cut me off saying, she's my daughter, not yours.
Okay.
I took my son to a pre-planned match. When my fiance rang me, it turned out the birthday girl's mom had told her daughter she couldn't go in a dress and needed to wear a tracksuit or something similar. So they didn't let her on the bus. My fiance then asked if I could leave the match early to drive her daughter to the activity center.
Nope.
I replied, why should I? She's not my daughter, and I'm here with my son.
Correct.
Neither of us are talking now. I do pity for my stepdaughter, and I wasn't being spiteful. My son was looking forward to it, and it would be about 4 hours of travel. Am I the asshole?
No, not at all. See, the beginning of that thing sounded kind of crazy, but no.
Oh, I love it when it sounds
I
one way.
know. I love that. No.
Let's get to these comments. Who sends a girl kayaking in a dress?
Thank you. Who thought it was a good idea?
Someone who's clearly never been kayaking.
Damn.
Let's see. Let's scroll down to some of these other good comments.
Let's go kayaking in a dress. Okay.
Someone said, what stands out to me here is that your fiance took what you said as an attack, even though you were just being logical about the outfit choice. The fact that she snapped back with, she's my daughter, not yours, shows that she wasn't really open to a discussion, even though you were trying to help.
Yep.
She could have easily avoided the whole issue by choosing a more suitable outfit for the activity. She instead got defensive and made it about you when the real issue was her own choice.
Yep.
She could have avoided it by saying, no, honey, don't worry. I think it'll be okay.
Well.
She didn't have to do all that. Let's send her in the dress. We all know that's stupid. Let's send her in the dress.
Yeah. It's my child. All right. Yeah, your child. That don't sound like a good marriage going to happen out there.
Well, you know, some people be engaged for like 50 years.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And some people never get engaged at all.
I know.
No proposal, no nothing. Just wake up one day and you're married.
They get married.
With a real license that is legally standing. No matter what. OP put an edit. From what I get, I was a bit of an asshole. She was a bigger asshole. So I'm going to try and talk it out and see what we both want. And I'm sending them healing and positive energy, and I hope it works.
I do too.
Yeah.
And there's kids involved too.
Yeah. And you do feel for the kids.
I do. I always do. Well, good for him to acknowledge he was a little bit. I mean, he just matched energies.
Yeah, but remember, I told you, I don't think anyone really wins when you match energies. Sometimes you got to match energy. I'm not gonna say never.
But you know, he was right.
But a lot of times,
he acknowledged it.
it's just an emotional response.
Yeah. But he got feelings too.
Yeah. Of course, there's one more thing. There's an update.
Woohoo!
Telling my fiance her daughter is not mine. People wanted an update, and I wanted a rant. I had a conversation with my fiance, and she asked why I would say something hurtful. I replied, I was just repeating what she had said to me earlier.
Yep.
Then she asked if I love her daughter, and I said I did. She asked if it was as much as I loved my son, and I responded, almost as much. She got cranky. I asked her if she loved my son. She said no.
Oh.
I asked if she loved me, and her answer was, sort of.
Oh, no.
She started crying, woke up her daughter, and told her they had to leave, though I hadn't told them to go. I said we could talk about it tomorrow, but she insisted, saying he doesn't want us anymore. I told her that I never said that. Her daughter began crying and didn't want to leave, but her mother said, don't let me leave on my own. He doesn't want you. I reassured them both that they were welcome to stay. My fiance decided to leave without her daughter, and now she's not answering.
What?
When I spoke to my daughter's father, he just laughed and said she couldn't even hold off on the crazy until after the wedding. Like, he's like, oh yeah, I've been here before.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she got her a babysitter.
A couple of comments. Well, her daughter's father said it like it is. Better you found out before you got married.
Yep.
Don't even consider it. She actually said she does not love your son. Imagine the life you'd be giving him.
That's like the other episode we had where they were talking shit. Yep. Be careful
that
when there's
father
kids.
stood on business.
100%.
So my advice to this OP is
haul ass.
You should run.
Haul ass.
You should run.
Yep. I agree with that.
Someone said weaponizing your kids' emotions to hurt your partner is next level stuff.
Yeah.
Who the fuck in their right mind tells a child they aren't wanted in any way, shape, or form? I wouldn't be surprised if OP's partner used it because of the probable trauma this kid has with her bio dad, either not wanting her or not wanting her. The commenters are on it. So again, I'm wishing you healing energy, and I hope you make it through. Which we'll find out right now because there's an update.
Oh, another one. Wow.
Update number 2. I told my fiance my stepdaughter isn't mine. Well, we had about 2 weeks of calm. During that time, I spoke to my stepdaughter a few times about everything. I reassured her that no matter what happens, she'll always be my girl. She told me she hoped her mom wouldn't come back. She says her mom was controlling. Then a few days ago, my ex-fiance walked into my house carrying 2 grocery bags, acting as if nothing had happened.
Damn it.
She asked me what I wanted for dinner. I told the kids to go to their rooms and confronted her. I told her that we're over. Yeah. She asked why, and when I didn't respond, she said couples fight, as if her actions were normal.
No, she's crazy.
Her behavior was unsettling. I told her she needed to leave or I'd call the police. She asked why I was doing this to her. I was at a loss for words, so I picked up my phone. At that point, she backed down, saying, okay, let me get my daughter. I told her that if she wanted her daughter, she needed to call CPS and explain why she had disappeared for 2 weeks.
Damn.
She insisted she had only been gone for 1 night.
No.
She refused to leave without her daughter and started shouting her name. Her daughter came out of her room and reluctantly said she would go with her. I told her, you have a place here for as long as you want. Her mother then said, he'll kick you out just like he's kicking me out. I stood my ground, saying she could have her daughter back after speaking to CPS. When I started dialing the police, she ran out. Later, I talked to my stepdaughter. She said she was willing to leave because she didn't want to cause trouble for me. I reminded her that she's the child, I'm the adult, and it's my responsibility to look after her, not the other way around. I asked her where she wanted to stay for now, and she said she'd rather stay here. My ex-fiance ended up calling CPS. They reached out to me, and there was supposed to have a meeting yesterday with my fiance, but she didn't show up to it.
Cool. Of course.
CPS is Child Protective Services. We were in Florida. It's called Department of Children and Families, DCF.
That's the end of it?
That is the end.
She on the run.
Hey, and that update is just posted 1 day ago.
Yeah. She. So, I mean, I apologize. This is something that, I said she was crazy. But it sounds like she might be dealing with a real mental issue there.
So she's crazy until you think she has a mental issue. Now she has a mental issue. She's not crazy.
I don't know.
Well, I haven't said it in a while, but I'm going to go on and say it now.
Say it.
I am a licensed therapist. However, I'm not your licensed therapist, and you should always speak with your licensed professional. If you need any help, any resources, hit me up. I'll try to tell you in the comments or in an email. Some general resources I tell people to look at is Psychology Today. It's like a yellow pages or white pages for therapists. And a lot of you might not actually know what white pages are. It's like a directory where you can find therapists in pretty much any area in the U.S. and several countries outside of the U.S. With that said, as a licensed mental health professional, oh, she crazy. Oh, she's nuts. Oh, she crazy for real.
Yeah.
She crazy for true.
Yes.
That's her diagnosis. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's crazy.
She might have a real mental issue.
Where's the daddy though? He talked to the daddy. The daddy didn't want to come pick up the girl. That poor girl. She must feel like.
Only reason I don't think it's that poor girl because she has at least one person that's for real.
Yeah, but I mean, like
until legally, someone starts
saying.
causing trouble, and then he legally can't do anything with her.
Yeah, but she was about to go with her mom just not to cause chaos. That's what I'm just saying. I feel like she's gonna be torn always.
So when you see these adults and they're people pleasers, they're codependents, this is how you make them that.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
And you're allowed to damage these kids for 18 years, probably past that, and then they're adults. Fix it, your problem.
Yeah.
And look at the damage this young lady's going through.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's terrible.
Gonna send her. She already messed up. We're gonna send her to the damn kayak in an address. And more and more you hear the story, I think that's not the girl wanted to wear that. The mom wanted her to wear that dress.
You right.
Poor girl. You got one more?
I got a lot more. I can keep this going. Now, yesterday on my Only Black Kids live, Jake from State Farm said, oh, yeah, you could tell after hours she ready to go.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
Wife mourns affair. So about 2 months ago, my wife tells me she's not in love with me. Becomes so cold, and we barely talk for weeks. She says I don't date her enough or have sex enough or show intimacy. I got tested for low 2, and I was basically drained of any natural testosterone.
Aww.
Got on shots, and I feel great, ready for intimacy and so much more energy now for her and the kids. But now she tells me that she had an emotional affair that nearly turned physical. She got scared and didn't follow through because we have kids and this other fellow is married with kids too. We've been seeing a marriage counselor for 4 weeks now. It's been okay, but she revealed that the reason she is still off of me is because she is in mourning of the breakup with the other man. WTF? You can imagine my reaction. I don't know how to process this or how to navigate my marriage now. She says she wants to work on us and has stopped talking to this man, but they must have built a strong bond. It is also hard when she is not in love with me and says she has one foot out the door. It hurts and is disappointing and fills me with anger and resentment now. She says she is scared the affair got as far as it did and worries what if it happens again down the road. I'm getting tired of being the loyal guy. I've always been loyal in all my relationships in my life, and somehow I have been cheated on in all of them.
Damn.
This is the only one that wasn't physical, but it hurts the most because it was emotional, if that makes any sense. Is the marriage worth saving at this point?
Wow. Only he could really tell that. Because she's saying she don't trust herself. She'll do it again.
For sure.
Yeah. I can't deal with somebody like that.
So this is from Ask Men Advice. That's the forum. I'm going to hop into these comments. First comment that I see here, number 1, so you were having a hormonal issue and she didn't stick with you when you were down. Number 2, she cheats on you. Emotional affair is still cheating. Number 3, says she is mourning his loss. W2AF. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Haul ass.
He should run.
Haul ass.
He should run.
Yep.
Next comment says, I'm not even a man and this came across my feed and I have to tell you I agree with you 100%. Get the fuck out. A woman that wants to be with her husband wouldn't do this.
No.
A lot of the comments talk about, I also had low testosterone and when it got checked out, it really helped me, but they were going through issues. Not even just sexually. It's also the energy and the focus, lots of
People
things.
don't understand, like, hormones play a very large part of your, like, body, of your day-to-day everything. It's energy, it's happiness, like, it's so the energy, like, big level is like mood, all those things. And if there's an imbalance of anything, it's not just hormones, it's also vitamins, but they all play together. And that whole, I'm not going to give a whole chemistry lesson, but they all play together. And a lot of times people are dealing with imbalances or like shortages or overages of hormones and vitamins. And that's a real thing.
He said he'd been cheated on in every relationship.
Poor thing.
Yes.
But
what do we always say when people talk about, everyone I date is like this. So what are you doing?
Yep.
You are the common
Yep.
denominator. What are you doing? And I'm going to guess it's the way he shows up in relationships, i.e. being overly giving, accepting a certain number of shenanigans, such as this.
Yeah.
Because one thing to want to work through an affair, I'm not going to fault anyone for that ever. But she's telling you she doesn't love you and she's one foot out the door.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to save?
And she may do it again.
Most vows say for better or worse, for sickness and health.
Yeah.
Mine didn't, because I don't play that shit. But most do. He was in sickness. She was out.
She was ready to go.
How do you avoid this? This is for everyone, not just the people pleasers, not just the codependents. You have to develop a relationship with you first.
Yeah.
Just from reading this, I can make some assumptions that this guy is bending over backwards because he doesn't really think he deserves love.
Correct.
So build the relationship with you. How do you do that? Go on, tell him.
I don't know.
Okay, well, talk to that therapist I recommended before, or holler at Robert Sawyer, an intentional relationship coach. I didn't even see that one coming in.
Okay.
And we'll get you being intentional with your relationship with you so you can go out there and have the best relationships of your life.
Yeah.
That might not be the catchphrase. This guy should run.
No, he need to haul ass.
Yeah.
Because she's not even remorseful. She's talking about, oh, she'll do it again.
Oh, yeah. This
Bye.
guy should run. The guy before that should run.
Yes.
Some of these ladies should run.
Everybody should run.
Everybody needs to run.
Haul ass. The criminals, you got to get away from the criminals. They'll bring you down.
My NB should run. We had one who was a family. He should run from his family.
Yeah, I agree.
All these people are just so bad. Just nasty.
I hear something brewing.
Well,
You got
how
one?
would you sum up this? How would you sum up this show?
It's a little toxic.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is. It is a little toxic.
It
isn't
is.
It's kind of. It's like these people just need to get something off their chest.
And what would that be called?
Toxic confessions. My husband and I hired a sex worker to join us in bed while we vacationed in Vegas.
Oh,
I do nasty things for him to keep him excited. He hired this woman. He says from an app. She arrived to our room and there was nothing about her that gave a hint that she was a sex worker. She kissed me, squeezed my melons, but she focused on my husband. He finished with her and we fought all night about it. I was obviously the third wheel in the threesome. We made up and we left that chapter behind us until the sex worker wished him happy birthday on Facebook.
damn.
The other woman was his coworker.
Damn.
He effed his coworker right in front of me.
No, with you.
He's been with her before as well. He left his ex-wife for me 5 years ago, and I'm afraid I'm getting replaced this time around.
Yep.
I love this man and I want to remain his wife.
Yep.
Should I open our marriage to keep him?
Oh, boy.
Advice?
No.
Why do they always end with advice?
You know what? You do whatever you want to do because you took your ass in there knowing what that was. That's how you got him. That's how you lose him. That's who he is. That's what you want. So don't ask for no advice. You're going to do what you want to do. Do what you do.
So I read this one last night on live, and I told Jake and Bella I put money on it that's what you're gonna say.
Yeah. No. Ain't no help.
Give me
for
my
you.
money.
And no help for you. Do what you do.
Is she a bad human?
Yes.
Why is she a bad human?
Well, because one, she don't love herself enough.
Oh.
She don't love herself enough. And she gonna sit here and act, oh, should I open up? That open up your marriage ain't gonna keep that man. That man don't want to be kept.
Oh. So
Gone.
I'm not gonna say she's a bad human. I'm gonna say
You
she's a
think he-
confused.
Confused? Okay.
She's a confused human. I'm gonna say you should run.
Haul ass.
You should run.
Haul ass.
Should just be too toxic, man.
Yeah. No, that's too much. Y'all open it up for him. Open what up?
Did you
It's
hear that?
crazy.
Chocolate Thunder here after 17 years of exotic dancing. It was time to hang up my jockstrap. I hurt my knee on stage and my Magic Mike moment was over. I sought a wife and I courted my loyal fan, an older woman who hired me over the years and had stuffed thousands in my drawers. I tell her I'm retired. I didn't want anyone else to touch me but her. She fell for it and moved me in. We have a stable, comfortable life. I asked her to marry me to lock this comfy lifestyle down. And she snaps, "You too nasty to marry.
Uh-oh.
You can dance for me and my friends, though." I'm doing free shows at home for room and board. And then I have to have sex with her, too. I'm sick of this shit. Advice?
I don't know what you're complaining for. What's the advice?
It reminded me of that scene in the movie Ray. I don't know if you remember. He had moved in with the lady because he needed a place to stay. And she would always say, come and get some of this blackberry cobbler. He was sick of it. He was sick of it. He didn't want no blackberry cobbler no more. And there weren't no cobbler, if you know what I mean.
Well,
I think he should run. Oh, he can't run. He got a fucked up knee.
that's right. He can't run, and he probably got no money.
What happened to the thousands, bro?
Yeah.
What happened to the thousands? She stuffed in
Yeah.
there. Someone wrote, yeah, you need to leave and start pursuing the second most loyal fan. Yeah.
Because he trying to get over too. Yeah, he was trying to get on the come up. She was like, "Oh no, you are for entertainment purposes. I'll let you stay, but the moment you can't entertain, you got to go."
And in our final toxic confession, see, y'all said I wasn't reading them, so I'm giving you a triple threat.
Oh, okay.
I'm a trans woman and I'm flawless. I'm tender and soft. I choose not to reveal myself during the dating stage because I prefer to get a man emotionally invested in me. Sex comes easy after a man likes me. My last 2 relationships ended when my eggplant played peekaboo during foreplay. The men were startled, then allowed me to give them oral anyway. Afterwards, I never heard from them again. Why do straight men get intimate with me and then get so pissed to discover I'm a trans woman? My trans friends have relationships with straight men, but I keep running into a brick wall. What to do to make men stay?
I can't touch that one at all.
Y'all be so scared. Why you can't touch that one?
Because I don't know what to say.
I know what to say.
Then you handle it.
You should run
Yeah.
to a therapist couch and figure out why you're doing these things. Because you want a relationship to work, right? But you're starting with deception. You're starting with manipulation. Now, if you don't want to reveal, that's your choice. But they run because you're trying to take away their choice.
Yeah.
You don't got to be scared, baby. Everyone's okay. This is a safe space for everyone. We have listeners.
No,
from all
I'm not
walks
scared. I don't know how to address that.
It's important to me to address it because if we're gonna say it's for everybody,
No, I agree.
everybody's got to be.
I
included.
agree. That's why we together.
That's why we're together.
Yeah.
Even though you never got proposed
You
to.
fill in my gaps.
I fill in your gaps. It's a lot of filling.
Yeah. People are always looking for like, oh, they gotta have like this, and I gotta be like this, not. No, you gotta have, the good of the group.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm gonna just let it slide. You don't gotta explain. You don't gotta
fill in the gaps.
You don't gotta explain. I'm good.
You fill in my gaps.
All right, baby. Most of these people should run.
Haul ass.
Some of y'all need to run to jail. Some of y'all need to run just anywhere but this relationship. Some of y'all need to run to that therapist couch.
Yeah.
But most importantly, you should run and leave a rating, a 5-star rating for only Black kids in the class. We trying to get this thing poppin'. So thank you for your time. Send us your emails at asktheblackkids@gmail.com. Follow us on all socials, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, maybe even Blue Sky, at Only Black Kids, plural. We will see you next week for our 1-year anniversary show. Who knew we would make it a year?
Woohoo!
We are podcasters.
Yes.
We have never missed 1 week, but we'll talk about that next episode. We appreciate you for tuning in. Hopefully you're still rocking with us because we rocking with you. Take us out, baby.
Bye.
Bye. We don't do nothing. You didn't propose. You didn't propose. Okay. I got you. You got me.